guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bindi. I'm a full-time special education teacher and a part-time watercolor artist. Today I'm going to experiment with gouache on top of my watercolor background. I'm going to pick a palette using one of my cards. So let's just go with number 9 because that's my favorite number. So 7, 8, and 9, whatever palette I get, that's what we are going to go with. So here it is. Not a great one, but well, get what I get and I don't get upset. It looks kind of like Christmassy, but it's okay. We'll try. So I am going to use probably Himi watercolor palette and then maybe a little bit of Masha's watercolors. I don't know. Let's see what else. I think I have a case for making this green in case for making right there. So we'll go with that. Okay. All right, let's get started. I'm going to use the Meeden brushes. Okay, I just got them. Meeden sent these to me, so we'll start with that. I'm going to use a really light brown, kind of like buff titanium, but I don't have. Actually, I do have it. It's right here, so I'm going to use some buff titanium, and yeah, I have green. This might use, let's see what this is. Like I said, I think it's case for making. No, not that green. We'll see. Let's go. I'm just gonna go with it. I am probably, like I have not decided. I have not planned, as you can tell. I'm gonna go with wet on wet. How about that? Let's just wet. Let's just wet our paper and see where it takes us. It is nice and bright here today. So I don't know if you can really see what I'm doing, but we'll just go. Or just go with the flow. I do, if you have been following me, you know that I love my quill brush, right? So I'm like, let me see if Meeden brushes will work, and they are doing the job. I painted, I actually posted something on TikTok today about these brushes, and they are really, really nice. So here's my quill brush, and it's really old. It's been what, 6 years now, and these are good. So if you want to try them out, go ahead. Try them out. I think you can go on Meeden's website, or I guess on TikTok. You can find them on TikTok. So here we go. Let's do a little bit of a close-up. There you go. And then I am going to use this plus some buff titanium. Let's see if that makes any sense. And then maybe a bit of green. So I'm mixing all different colors. Masha's green, and then this kind of like tealish green, and then buff titanium I mixed for this color. It's probably, yeah, it's kind of like that color. It doesn't have to, you don't have to match exact colors, okay? Just some kind of green. That is, I don't like to be like, no, this is it, this is the color you're going to use. No, that's the color. No, that's, you just go with the flow. Whatever color speaks to you, use that. You don't even have to use all the colors that are in here. Okay, and I'm not trying to recreate this, okay? That's my painting, but I'm not recreating this. I'm just using the color palette that's here. Okay, now I want to, you know what, let me use a pencil, just a regular pencil. This is just a regular pencil. Nothing fancy. There we go. How about we add something that comes out of this side. I want to do it in like odd numbers. I have 1, 2, and then I might add another one, maybe from the bottom up, right, like right there. There you go. Yeah, looks good. And I'm going to change my brush to a smaller size 6, and then we used these 3 colors. Instead of this dark green, I don't know, maybe I'll use indigo, maybe I'll use this dark green, I haven't decided. And then that maroon-ish color, like I said, I'm using Himi Watercolor, and I will be using Himi Gouache. So let's see. Now, as you can see, there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, in my head there is, but I can't explain you. I can't explain you what goes on in my head, right, when I'm adding the colors. Now, it's really hot here, and that's why it's drying. The colors are drying really fast. I mean, yeah, the paper is drying really fast. I don't know if I like it. Eventually, it works out. Eventually, right now, at this moment, this is my ugly face, right? This is my ugly face. But it will end up looking good. So I'm going to add a bit of indigo to this to make it kind of like a really dark magenta or purplish magenta. Okay, there we go. I am going to use this fan brush. Okay. Now, so far it's just watercolor, okay? We haven't used gouache yet. I've used Himi watercolor. I used Himi watercolor palette. I used case for making and a little bit of Masha's. Okay. While it's still wet, I still have to use this color, which I may use gouache for that. As you can see, all the decisions I make it right here while I'm painting. And this is a real-time video, right? No editing. I'm not going to edit anything. You'll see the mistakes. You'll see if there are any. I mean, there are no mistakes according to me, but if you think there are mistakes, you will see how I may or may not fix them. Usually I don't fix them. Okay, so I think I like the gold that I've added. We're good. And let's add a bit of this indigo to this maroon. Nice. And I say this all the time, you have to love your own painting. Nobody else is going to say it if you don't say it. If you don't like your painting, nobody else is going to say they like it. Okay, so remember to do that. Love your own work first. Okay, let's dry this. So I dried this and now it's completely dry. You can touch the paper to see, you know, if it feels cold, then it's still damp. And then dry some more. Mine is completely dry. Now, at this point, I'm going to add some gouache. I don't think I'm going to add any more watercolor to this. I'm going to move my paints and I'm going to bring my gouache. So let's move the watercolor away. And this is the part I love the most, adding mixed media on top of the watercolor. And the card says breathe and begin. So I'm going to breathe and begin by adding the gouache, because that is what we're experimenting with. So I'm going to use, this is a stroke brush, so let's just try. This is a stroke brush by Princeton. Now, like I said, I don't know gouache. I am experimenting with gouache, and that's why I'm not painting the whole abstract with gouache, because I don't really know yet how to use this medium. So I'm starting with mixed media, so on top of my watercolor, and then eventually I'll do, maybe I'll paint with gouache, the whole painting. So I don't want to use, I still have not used this green, the really dark green, so maybe I'll go with that. How about that? Let's just go with that. So I'm gonna mix this green, I don't know what this color is, with maybe this green. And I'm just going to add like a stroke, like something somewhere. Okay. Too much thinking. Okay, it's too dry. I don't want such dry marks. Now, if I make a mistake and it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, there you go. Maybe add some kind of mark making in that gouache, right? Okay, maybe not. I don't know if I like it, so I'm just going to cover it. A little bit. And 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna take this a bit here and here. Okay. And as I'm doing this, I'm also looking through my camera and see if it's working. I think I want to add 1 stroke here. There you go. Then maybe add some marks with the brush that I have. Maybe add this green. Okay. And then just maybe soften it a little bit, because I don't want it to look like acrylic. Now, it's kind of like too dark for me, for my taste. Even though I use blue a lot, I'm going to add a bit of pink. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's enough. That's enough. I think that's enough. So I'm going to again dry this and then come back. All right, so I'm back now. I think I like it. Not I think, I do like it. I think that's enough gouache on top of that. So I'm going to put that away, and then I'm going to come back with some other stuff, other mixed media. These are my Stabilo CarbOthello pencils. So let's match kind of like this buff titanium, but this is kind of like creamy pencil. And let's use the pencil to make some marks. I had to check if I started the video. Yes, I did. Because sometimes, you know, you record everything and then it's like, oh, forgot to push record. So let's see. How about we add, I know there's a botanical here, but how about we add something that starts from this side or this end, and then maybe, no, actually let's go from here. There you go. I love it. I love it. And I tend to sometimes overdo it. I'm not gonna lie. I sometimes don't know when to stop because I am a maximalist. And you don't have to be sorry for that. You don't have to apologize for that. It is what it is, you know. This is your style. If this is what you want, you do it. Nobody can say otherwise. All right, I'm gonna put that away. I don't think I'm going to do my dots, my regular dots, or maybe I will. Who knows? Maybe I'll use soft pastels for those dots, like that. Right, there you go. Those are my dotty dots, my dotty dots. And the last color that I kind of love to use, usually I do, let's just see what I use, soft pastel, Neocolor crayons. So let's just do that. And that's it. Oh my gosh, I love it, if I say so myself, and that's okay. Be proud. Okay, so let's take the tape off because that's, you know, we all wait for that. And I used indigo, which is my signature color, but not really used it, right? I did use it, so I know that I used it. And here we go. Here we go. So So I didn't want gouache to like take over the background, but I wanted to use it enough just to add a little bit of opacity on top of my watercolor. And how about that? You let me know if you liked this. I love it. And this is the color palette that I used. Most of the colors, except then I added a pink using the gouache. So if you're interested in learning all these different techniques, if you want to spend some time with me in a small group, I do teach lessons on Zoom. It's bi-weekly, and this Monday 25th, I'm teaching an abstract landscape class. I did one on May 11th, and I have the recording on my website if you're interested in checking it out. That's it, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Bye.